Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Happy February, everyone. Happy February. We are in the month of love. Yes, we are. And these messages for this month are going to be ones that are definitely going to be focused on that. And it may not be exactly what you're thinking. But as I always say, I trust the messages that I get as someone who channels the angels, as someone who communicates with them. I always know that the messages that they're giving out to the collective are ones that are highly important, ones that are going to help us to move forward in the best ways possible, and I trust those also in private sessions. If you are new to this channel, hi, I'm so glad that you found me. Perhaps you were guided, maybe you were referred. As I said, my name is Elizabeth. I am a divine channeler. I'm a medium. I'm a spirit extractor specialist, and I'm also a divine twin flame on the path to reunion. And it's been fantastic being here on YouTube, being able to support people, guide people, help clarify things for people. Lots of people are waking up these days. So I know that there are lots of people who are looking for information. They're seeking out what it is that they're experiencing. A lot of people always say to me, thank you so much. I thought I was going crazy. Nope, you're not crazy. You are absolutely not crazy. But I'm so glad that, I'm out there, that I'm able to be that person. If you're guided to me, of course, that can help just clarify that you're not crazy. And that if you are experiencing certain things, whether they're psychic phenomenon, communicating with spirits or angels or guides, having that telepathic exchange with your beloved, or having emotions, or having something that you're not quite understanding what it is with someone who's a partner, someone that you just met, wondering if this could possibly be a twin flame connection. I love being able to do my private sessions. So if you are guided, if you do feel like you need clarity on something, you're experiencing an awakening, you're confused about the changes that are going on within you, why you feel so disconnected from your physical reality in your old life, why you met someone in which is stirring up feelings that you've never had before, and the intensity is so overwhelming, and you think that you're going crazy, I am here. I am here for private sessions. You can go to theparanormalpriestess.com, and I offer 30 minutes, I offer an hour, and we cover so much. We cover as to all the things that are going to be helpful to know, what's going to help you to recognize and clear, so that way you can heal and raise your vibration and your frequency. We go over life purpose, your mission. Some really interesting missions out there, guys. I have to say, with the channelings that I get, people are really taking like a lot of the regular fields as well and just evolving them to the next level. So it's not always that people are becoming just readers or energy healers, like Reiki healers or anything like that. There are lots of people who are doing those types of works, yes, but there's also the fact that we're taking physical fields and we're bringing in the energetic component, and we're bringing in the wholeness of it, holistic in everything. It's really, truthfully, it's a revolution, and it's awesome. It's really great. So if you are new to this channel, I do angel channeled messages every single month. I do other messages as well, but I always make sure that at the beginning of each month that the angels, my spiritual team, they give an overview of the month as to what the energies are going to be like and what to focus on and things like that. So of course, we have happy Super Bowl, by the way, if you're watching this in real time. I know I'm going to get back and see what's going on, but I didn't want to forget you guys, because that's how much I am committed to doing these messages and helping people out there, and and that's part of my mission. So I made sure that I didn't forget you guys. But I do these messages, for the month. I do them every single month. And, those are the things that are coming up. And if you resonate with it, that's fantastic. There could be more to these messages for you personally. This is just generally for the collective. But, you may listen to this video, listen to these messages, and things may just all of a sudden pop in your head, or you may empathically feel something and all of a sudden just know what it is that you're meant to do for this month, or something that you just haven't really realized, and maybe somehow these messages are confirming something personal like that. So pay attention to what you're feeling, what's coming to you as you're listening to these messages too. So although, yes, they are general messages, I really do believe that we already have those answers inside of us. I really do feel that that's the truth. And if we can just connect with ourselves and connect with our teams, connect with the higher selves, connect with our angels and guides that are there to support us, connect with source energy, that, that clarity will come more. And when we ask for guidance and we ask for assistance, of course, they're there to help us when we use our free will to put that request out there. So just wanted to let you guys know about that. And I'm going to get into these messages now. For those of you who have not seen my videos before, I do a lot of just getting the information, channeling the information. I am a physical channeler as well, so I'm a channeler and always. I'm a medium and always. So, I can do a lot of different things, but I really love being able to do the actual channeling or automatic writing when I do these videos. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to actually have these words hear from them. And so I'm going to be reading the message that they gave me. And if I feel guided to add anything to it, I will do that. Sometimes I will, maybe I won't. It really just depends. But let me know, down in the comments below if these messages personally relate to you. I know so many of you are picking up, and you are picking up accurately. Some people, they really question that because they're just not used to listening to their inner voice. They're not used to trusting their abilities yet, because for many of you it's still rather new. But I have to say, doing so many sessions around the world, you guys are right on target. I'm just here to reconfirm you. So pay attention to what you're receiving. And so these are the messages for the month of February. Energies are to be supporting self-union. This is the big one that I got. It's about the self-unity for this month. Higher self-unions with lower self, so that merge. The releasing of old paradigm identities and patterns in which we're self-harm or self-limiting. And I would like to add to this. I have been getting with people sessions, so many of the patterns that I've been limiting, and where do they come from? They come from, so many of them do come from our experiences with our parents. But it goes further than that. Pay really close attention to the fact that so many things are passed down the DNA. It's passed down the ancestral line. So things like abuse or addictions, say like alcohol addictions or drug addictions. There are just so many things that are passed down. And we have to realize that, and I think it's a really good thing to realize, especially when we're doing our personal healing for some really deep traumas. And I know this has been coming up for a lot of people lately, the really deep trauma work. And of course, this is all in pursuit of having our self merge, our higher self merge with our lower self, and really become the highest expression of our divine selves here. And so just some things to think about as far as your family line and how maybe things have been passed down. If you're someone that has been abused in any sort of way, that's really something to think about, and you may want to ask your team to assist you with clearing the ancestral line of these patterns, of these addictions, and anything that was a root cause or any contributing causes to that, for that to be cleared so it can not be passed down any longer. Anything that's self-harm, when we hold on to so many emotions, when we haven't really worked through traumas that are still there, traumatic experiences, traumatic memories, a lot of repressed emotions in there, when it's not properly released and healed, some people can use that as like a weapon against oneself. People doing self-harm, whether that can be, drinking, or whether it can be drugs, or whether that can be just, harming anyone's self, self-mutilating, things like cutting and things like, bulimia and all those things. I don't want to draw attention, to really dark elements in this, but I just, want to bring that up because we have to realize that our behaviors towards ourselves, that we are not born that way. We don't come into this world with that. So these are our conditioned behaviors. These are programs. And a lot of times our experiences, not most times, our experiences, that's what causes that. So think about your family. Think about your childhood. Think about how you grew up and the experiences that you've had with others, and how that has affected you. How has that affected you in a way in which you have limited yourself or you have turned on yourself? That's going to be really important for you to clear this month. Those things are really coming up so that way your higher self can step in. All that has limited the radiant divine expression of the higher self through the 3D vessel will be addressed in the month of February to allow the higher self to step into the physical vessel, it is, and express itself as the true, authentic identity in which is you. All that has been expressed as conditioning through which the ancient lifetimes, ancestral lifetimes, and all past situations and relationships have programmed will be coming up for release so that the true divine identity of you can make its way into the world with a very special message of love and hope. Yes, and that's also, I'm glad that they mentioned that, ancient lifetimes. So, for most of us, we've closed the door to ancient lifetimes, but there may be some of you who are still holding on to something from the past, either some sort of thought pattern, some sort of experience or trauma or warfare or whatever the case may be, some sort of way in which you tragically passed, in which that energy is still being experienced by the physical body and the physical body consciousness. So, and a lot of times this will express itself as dis-ease, as pain, as suffering, in which we can't really find a physical cause exactly for it. And if we do find a physical cause for it, it still goes much deeper than even that. So that's why, for so many of us, we start understanding how the energy and the physical body, how they interplay, and the fact that so much of that healing, it's so vast, it's so much more than, what the medical field has always, been aware of. But the world is awakening. So, collective consciousness. So we are awakening to these things. So just be aware that for some of you, there might be some things that are still from the ancient past in which is affecting you. Could be from maybe not the ancient past, maybe from other former lives, and which is still expressing itself as some sort of limitation on you, some sort of dis-ease on you, and which now is the time to be able to clear out all of those old things and close the doors for good. So we have been working on that, but we're coming into that final stretch of completely closing the door on that. And it's really going to just be so amazing because we're going to feel so much lighter and we're not going to have to carry those things anymore. We're just going to be, it's going to be a new beginning, brand new, fresh start, taking it from there on. Your true talents and gifts will emerge as these old programs are finally acknowledged and released. All those in which have played a role in limiting your energy will now be falling away. So we will assist you in any way so that we can make these disconnections and healings easier. Yes. So we have a lot of cord cutting things that are coming up. I'm finding that as I'm working with clients that they're still having energetic cords or still having their energy pulled on by past partners, by family members. We still having these energy, and again, we can have energetic cords from those from our past as well. That's possible. But I am finding this a lot of people are just still having those negative cords from either past partners, past karmics, family members, ex-friends, and it's just pulling on our energy, and we're still experiencing that other person's energy. There's still that link. So we don't want to have that link there because it's limiting our energy. It's pulling on our energy, right? And we're still experiencing them on a certain level. So what I would do, and this is the best way of doing it, is asking Archangel Michael to come in with his blue fire sword and cut away any psychic cords, any negative cords, any cords in which are pulling on your energy, any links that are no longer in the highest good to be there. If there are any energetic interferences from people, if people are pulling on your energy, even if it's not consciously done, definitely that can be. Ask Archangel Michael and affirm that he assists with helping you to do this. And of course, you are also engaging in that too. You're setting that intention that you want to release from any energy that's pulling on you also. And that's going to help a lot. Other people have been asking too in sessions about gifts, and they want to learn about how to use their gifts, and they're not sure if they can trust their gifts and things. Well, definitely working on energy centers and learning about your energy centers and your auric field, learning about you as an energetic being is very important, and engaging in energy maintenance, absolutely. But also, too, we have to understand that if we're still carrying around a lot of dense energy from not clearing out patterns, toxicity, whatever is there that's limiting us, anything that's lower, it's very difficult to be able to tap into our abilities. It's very difficult to hear our team clearer if we are having these energies that are so dense, that are kind of blocking that connection. So definitely a key thing here is to be able to do that inner work and clear out that denser energy, so that way you are a clearer channel for spirit. You're a clearer channel to be able to receive. So that will definitely help you, of course, along with energy maintenance and learning about clearing your chakras and energizing your chakras and things. Love. Oh, yes. Of course, this is the month of love, right? It's February 14th, Valentine's Day. I know many of you are probably going, oh, I don't know about Valentine's Day, or, it kind of gets me mad when I think about it. It's like that. I used to kind of be in that same spectrum of thinking, oh God, Valentine's Day, and going, oh God, I can't take it, and I don't want to see all the candy and the flowers and the bears, all that. But you know what? We have to really think about it as we don't need a day for love, right? We don't. It's not necessary. But for Valentine's Day, why not just make that a celebration of just love, period? Love of your own self. The love that you have, the love that's present right here and right now. It's not a love that has to be attained. It's a love that you are. So we have that reason to celebrate. We can celebrate it on any day, of course, right? But if we celebrate that, it's definitely going to be so much more of the truth. It's going to help us. We don't have to engage in, oh my gosh, I'm not getting the flowers or the teddy bears or anything like that. I mean, those things can be fun and beautiful and wonderful, with a partner. But the thing is that it's not about the commercial part of it. It's not about the commercial end of it. There's an important message here that they want to share. So I'm going to read that. And the message is, the love that you seek is a love that's already within. Your desire to connect with partners in the physical as a manifested representation of this will depend on the love within and the love that you are acknowledging and projecting out into your reality. This is the magnet, the attractor for the greatest spiritual partnership. All is love. You are love. Remember your uniqueness and your wonderful light upon the planet. Celebrate all that you are and love the soul signature in which cannot be duplicated. I really do feel that they said that best. Yes. So nothing against the cute teddy bears and the chocolates and all those things. Hey, you can eat. Why not buy them for yourself if you feel like that brings you joy? If you feel like that's something that you want to add in there, why not? Buy yourself flowers, why not? But the whole point here is really looking at the higher picture of love, and to not feel as though just because you may not have a physical partner right now for this Valentine's Day that somehow it's the worst day ever. It's the worst day in the entire year. You want to crawl under a rock, or you want to be like the groundhog and go hide out. It doesn't have to be that way. It's your choice. But I personally really do think that it's just a great excuse, if you will, or reason to just celebrate yourself and stop and and do that, because sometimes we don't stop to celebrate ourselves at all. We get so caught up in the self-judgment and self-criticism that we forget about just how awesome we really are, how unique we are, how much that uniqueness means to the world. Our beauty, our soul light, nobody else has it. Our gifts, our talents, how we use them, how we express them, nobody else has that. Nobody else does. So that's just something about, remembering that, taking a time out, on February 14th to remember that. The awareness of what you have been missing in order to complete you will be brought to your attention. Yeah, there's so much of self-completion for this month. This could be fragments, soul aspects, and connections of all types in which allow you to feel the joy and completeness in which the outside relationship and the physical cannot fulfill. Yeah, and I'm glad they pointed out here about fragments and soul aspects. And this has been coming up pretty frequently in personal sessions too. Without going really deep into this, when we go through some really serious traumas, very hard times like that, there can be parts of our souls that can break off and fragment. There are aspects of ourselves that can still be hurting and need that healing, such as the child aspect. And the whole goal is to have all of those soul fragments and have all of those aspects returned so they can be brought back into our being healed. So there's that inner work there. And it's actually the soul fragmentation, the soul aspects. I think about the shaman and how the shaman does soul retrieval. So this is going to be coming up for you, if it's not coming up for you already, or it's going to be coming up for you more, to be able to heal those fragments, go back and be able to do that soul journey and to heal those parts of yourself in which maybe somehow are separate. And you want to bring them back healed so we can integrate. The word is integrate everything into our being, but this time integrate it all and we're healed. And we achieve that wholeness. Remember, dear ones, you have the ability to be whole and complete. You are not missing a half. You're not missing a half. Many of you have a complementary soul and which will bring great love, energy, unity, and blessings upon the planet at this time, but you are not empty. That's definitely a really good reminder. If anyone is in that desperation energy watching this right now and feeling like they can't enjoy life, they can't experience joy, they can't experience love unless this other person is physically in their life, this is a message for you, that you are not missing a half. You are not empty. So the energies of this month will support the completion of you so that this may be mirrored as the desired reality in your physical reality. Will be mirrored as the desired reality in the physical. So please understand that. Remember that the physical is but an illusionary world in which energy can be experienced at a slower frequency, and your senses can perceive this as a particular dense reality. All experiences are energetic and must be understood as such. Okay, so these are really big messages here. If you are feeling empty or feeling unfulfilled in any way, it is the cup or chalice to be filled by your divine self and the unity with love or source. Find your voice, your heart, your light, your imagination. Create and relate as the identity of you in truth, and you shall experience that love in all relationships and experiences. Freedom to be, freedom to see, freedom to dream your reality. This is what we wish for you at this time. I like that. It kind of sounds like a chant there. Freedom to be, freedom to see, freedom to dream your reality. Freedom to be, freedom to see, freedom to dream your reality. Let's go for 3 times. Freedom to be, freedom to see, freedom to dream your reality. And it's very true. In order for us to be free, truly free, it's all about unity. It's about unifying with our true selves, unifying with the divine, and then unifying with the collective, unifying with all the other souls of love and light. And that's how this world changes. This is how that planet ascends. This is how we live the planet. Many of you who are in twin flame connections are weary, sad, confused, or have been wanting to leave your desired path to get on with life, as you say. These thoughts and emotions are due to the lack of self-union and union with the divine. We do not give a journey and then take it away. We do not awaken to only put back to sleep. We have awakened you to your beloved, and this was to help you with coming back to your own selves. Now, I don't know what others are putting out there on YouTube, but the thing is when you are awakened to your journey, when you're awakened to your beloved, this is meant to be seen through. You can't be awakened and then put back to sleep. And the divine doesn't allow you to become aware. And then there's just nothing that happens, and then it's just over. It's not like that. Okay? The union of self can only be achieved as the old illusions from all time and space are reckoned with and cleared out of all energetic and physical layers. Okay, it's very important. The consciousness can only function on what is energetically supporting it. The subconscious, which is the higher self, is the undiluted, all-aware higher soul, which is looking out for and connecting with you if you are willing to engage with it. Now, we say to you that the higher self is now coming down into the physical layers of you, to your awareness, in which you are to create your reality from. Okay, so that's the anchoring of the higher self. Twin flames merge within, feminine and masculine, and then their partners mirror their own merging of feminine and masculine. And when they come together in the physical reality in this way, they merge and create a union in which is the catalyst for the Christ consciousness energy. So they're just laying it out for you right there, from we're awakening you to we're helping to support you and guide you to achieve self-union. Anything that's blocking that, anything that is pulling you from that, anything. You'll be addressing that, healing that, integrating everything, all your best aspects, all best qualities. You'll be anchoring your own higher self, achieving all of that. Your beloved is also on that track of doing the same. And then when you come together, you create that harmony, that harmonized energy, and that's what brings the Christ energy to heal the planet. Beloveds, go within. What are you holding on to and which is not truly you? So really important to ask yourselves these questions this month. Especially, we have, the new moon for February. So this new moon that's here now, I believe it's Monday, tomorrow. So this is going to be, the new moon is all about, new beginnings. Tonight is more so about letting go. The dark moon is letting go. New moon is about new beginnings. So it's a fresh start. What are you holding on to and which truly is not you? What have you projected into the world and which has been inauthentic in any way? Who have you let define you, or what have you let define you? How do you define yourself? How have these been byproducts of other people's experiences, perhaps even collective experience? It is now time for this all to be cleared so that the self-union can take place. Missions are set to take place for many of you, and those who have not discovered their purpose shall understand this now, or there will be a greater clarity as to what steps to take. And yes, I have brought this out before, and this is a continuation of that. Your true mission is the true expression of you. What do you love? What are you truly passionate about? Again, if these were questions left in the past, these talents and gifts shall return for you to acknowledge and engage in once again, or perhaps for the very first time, as you heed the calling of your true heart. So I know so many of you maybe have put down writing, or you put down artwork, or whatever it is that truly made your heart sing. Maybe you do sing. Maybe you used to sing. Maybe you've always wanted to sing or always wanted to play an instrument. Maybe you've always wanted to build things. It could be anything. Design. Whatever it is they've always truly wanted to do. It doesn't have to be limited to creative arts. Those are just some examples. But, a good rule of thumb is to kind of go back into your childhood and remember what you really were drawn to, what you thought about, what excited you. And that gives a lot of guidance there. Your true heart comes, beloveds. Fall in love with yourself. It is time for you to live this unconditional love. Your beloved shall be working towards the very same goal, and you both shall harmoniously dance upon the physical plane in love, in unity, in joy, and in mission. We are here to assist and fill you with love and light as you complete this phase. You are almost there. Believe. And that's a wonderful way of ending it. You're almost there. Believe. Yes. I know for many of you, you've been on this crazy journey for a while now, and it's had, of course, its ups and downs, its obstacles, its challenges. So many of you actually, you do know the things that you're working on. You do know that there's still limitations that you put in yourselves or traumas there. You do understand that, and you're working on it. Or maybe you're really not sure what to do there. Maybe not. I'm here to help if you are guided, and perhaps we can kind of really zero in on some of the work that would help you, what you could do to help release. So, but I hope that these messages really resonated with you, and the self-union part really is, as I always say, is key to everything. So if you are having your concerns as to why life kind of seems like it's stalled at the moment, or if you really are not feeling like it's the time to communicate with your counterpart, with your beloved, that's okay. I'm not feeling that it's time to communicate with mine in the physical either. It's just not, it's not time. I haven't met my twin in the physical, by the way, as I always say, but I have the telepathy, the physical telepathy. So that's physical in itself, because it's with the mental and emotional bodies. But for some of you, it just may not be the right time. And the thing is that it's okay, because there's still more healing to be done. There is still more of that self-limiting energy to clear out, wherever it's from, whether it's from ancient lives, whether it's from past lives, whether it's from this life. So much of it is really coming down to the wire of focused on this lifetime and things that went on in this lifetime. But, you know, everyone's different. Maybe you do have a couple of things from past lives that are popping up now as a layer, and it's time to be able to acknowledge that. Again, we're healing all of our soul fragments. We're healing all of our soul aspects. We're bringing and integrating everything in, and we are achieving that oneness and wholeness within ourselves. We are finally allowing for our higher selves to actually be able to anchor within our physical vessels, rather than there be this separation between lower self and higher self. So, you know, your beloved, if you're on the twin flame journey, is set to do that too. And they are on their course, you know, and their team, and of course, prayers are always helpful. You can always pray for your beloved to help them, to have the guidance and tools to assist them. But a lot of the work they do have to do on their own. So connecting with them in an energetic way by sending your love, your compassion, your light is a beautiful way of making a stronger bond. You know, as you're clearing, keep in mind that you may want to ask that if these very same patterns are going on with my beloved in any way, that they are cleared as well throughout all time and space, all root causes, all contributing causes to it. It's a nice way of also helping out too. And it does work because you guys are energetically connected. But also understand too that a lot of the work they're going to have to actually participate in, consciously participate in, and that's their journey. But as they are going through that, and they are making their way to actually having their higher self merge, that's when everything, and you're doing the same, everything will come together to be able to bring that harmony and that Christ light. So it's all in progress, guys. It really, really is in progress. Just, it's a matter of just staying present, stay with yourself, don't give up, and allow for things to unfold naturally. As I always say, it's really going to serve you best. Pushing, forcing, worrying, definitely not going to help you. Okay, if you can just strengthen yourself and focus on yourself and hold the space for your beloved and pray for their strength and their commitment to do the same for themselves, it will all come together. It really, really will. So I am wishing you guys a wonderful month of February. I will be back next week for those of you who are new. I'm on every Sunday, every single Sunday, but these are just the messages for the month of February. And I'm hoping that Valentine's Day will be something that will be a beautiful celebration of the love that you are, the love that's with you, all forms of love, understanding that you are love. If there are any triggers that do happen to come up on Valentine's Day, my true advice is just leave it. Just leave it. And know that you are doing anything and everything that you can to better yourself, to stay in a higher vibration and higher frequency, and that you are wishing love, compassion, strength and support to your beloved no matter where they are and what's going on in their physical reality. If it's something that perhaps that triggers you, understand why you are being triggered and be able to address that, whether it's disbelief of where the journey is going, any fears, any jealousy, any feelings of lack there. Okay? So just understand that if you do get triggered, there are very good reasons for it, and it's all for the benefit of you being able to let go of anything that's false or illusionary. And that's very important and useful too. But I'm wishing you a wonderful month, wonderful, wonderful month of love and blessings. And thank you so much to those who have subscribed to the channel. And if you'd like, you can hit subscribe and be a subscriber on the channel. I'd love to have you here. I'd love to be able to put out messages that support and to help people, any tools, anything and everything that could be inspirational. I'm here to do that. You can visit me, theparanormalpriestess.com, and I will be on there. I offer my services as far as readings. I am taking on clearing work again, but I'm doing so and listening to my team as far as how many cases I'm taking on. I may not be able to get to everyone's case, but I'm just going to have to listen to my team as far as, taking a look at certain cases and knowing if it's going to be best to step in. Many times if I'm not able to step in, I'll still provide some sort of support, whether it's a powerful clearing prayer or some sort of methods that I could recommend. But I'll just have to see. I always check in with that. So theparanormalpriestess.com, and I'm wishing you the best and brightest of blessings. And remember, from the heart of the darkness is born the light. Take care, everyone. Much love. Mwah. Take care, and I'll see you guys next week.